Hello friends, today we are going to continue chapter number 9, Fundamental Rights, Fundamental Duties and Directive Principle of State Policy, lecture number 7. Friends, up to now in this chapter, we have discussed about human rights. What is human rights? We understood the meaning of human rights. Also, we understood the importance of human rights, why these human rights are important. Here it is said the rights that are given to each and every human being in the world for the all-round development of that particular person, for that human being, that is considered as human right. Here, even each and every necessity thing like food, shelter, clothing, education, health, etc., that is needed by any human being, and that is his particular right, that can be considered as the human rights. Friends, we discussed that these human rights are very much important for each and every human being to live a very dignified life. Friends, we discussed that these human rights has been given to each and every human being for the welfare of each and every particular people of the world. Friends, we discussed about the fundamental rights as well, that being inspired by the human rights, even our constitutional framers incorporated some of the rights in the Constitution of India, which were known as the fundamental rights. Friends, we understood in the previous chapter as well that these fundamental rights, fundamental duties and this directive principle of state policy are some of the very important and the basic features of our constitution. Friends, we discussed this in our previous lecture as well about the fundamental rights. We understood that there are total 6 fundamental rights incorporated in our constitution, that each and every citizen of India should know about their own rights. Friends, being a citizen of India, it is necessary for us to know that which right has been given to us as being a citizen of India, which right do we get since our birth, so that if any exploitation is done with us, we can fight for our rights, we can raise our voice for our rights. Friends, the 6 rights that are incorporated in our constitution, they are: number 1, we can consider right to equality; second, right to religion, right to the freedom of religion, we can say; third, cultural and educational right, or right to education, we can say; number 4, we can say right against exploitation; number 5th, we can say that about right to religion we have already completed, right to education, right to equality, right against exploitation, right to constitutional remedies. Friends, these are several rights that has been incorporated in our constitution, and these rights are given to each and every citizen since the birth of that particular person. Friend, here right to freedom is also very important right among these rights, in which we discuss that this right to freedom has been given. Under this right to freedom, again 6 rights, 6 freedom is given to each and every people. We discussed about each and everything in detail about these rights. We understood that under the right to freedom also, it is each and every citizen of India has been given the right to speech and expression. The person can live and settle in any part of our country. We can move within the boundaries of India freely. Each and every people can establish any association or union of their own. People can assemble peacefully without arms in our country. Friends, here these are certain freedoms that we get under this right to freedom. But in right to freedom there are certain restrictions as well put by the government. We can enjoy our right to freedom only up to we are not exploiting the right of any other people. If we are exploiting the right of any other people, then this right to freedom is not considered as our right, and that person whose right is exploited by us, he can use right to constitutional remedies through which he can approach to the court. Friends, we understood about all these rights in detail. When we discussed about rights to constitutional remedies, we understood that even our constitutional framework and the chairman of the drafting committee, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, considered these right to constitutional remedies as the soul of our constitution, because it is this right that protects each and every right, the other five rights. Means if any of the other right is exploited by any other people, then that person has the right to go to the court and seek justice for himself. And that is why this right protects and gives each and everyone faith in our constitution, faith in our government, faith in our justice, faith in our judiciary. So friends, this is considered very much important. Friends, today the topic that we are going to cover is, we'll continue about learning more. And today, after completing fundamental rights, now we start the fundamental duties and its importance. As the rights are important, duties are important. Friends, there are, as we learned in the previous chapter as well, there is certain difference between fundamental rights and fundamental duties. Fundamental rights are such rights that are given by our government, that are given by our constitution to us, that is on us, that we can enjoy our right whenever we want. It is on us that whether we use our right or not. But duties are some kind of work that is allotted to each and every citizen of the country, which as it is named as duty, it becomes compulsory for each and every citizen of India to follow that duty for the welfare and the dignity of their nation. So friends, as our constitution has given us certain rights, same way our constitution has also given us our constitution has allotted us certain duties as well. So let us understand today which are our fundamental duties and what is its importance. Let us start by understanding about what is fundamental duties. Fundamental duties and its importance. Today we are going to cover the topic fundamental duties and its importance. Starting with fundamental duties. So friends, let us start about fundamental duties. Here if we talk about fundamental duties, the duties that every Indian citizens, here when we are talking about fundamental duties, the duties that every Indian citizen needs to fulfill as a part of their moral duty, as a part they have to fulfill this as a part of their moral duty to help promoting the spirit of patriotism, to promote the spirit of patriotism and to uphold the unity and also to uphold the unity of India are called fundamental duties. Friends, what is fundamental duties? Here it is said the duties that each and every citizen need to fulfill. Here compulsion has come over here. Each and every Indian citizen needs to fulfill this as a part of its moral duty. It becomes the moral duty of each and every citizen to fulfill that duty. For what purpose? It helps to promote the spirit of patriotism, means love for our country. It helps to increase the spirit of patriotism in us and to uphold the unity of India. It makes our unity in our country very strong. And for this purpose, whatever duties, whatever works that are allotted to us, that are known as fundamental duties. It is considered as fundamental duties. Here it is said, fundamental duties. If we talk about these fundamental duties towards the nation, if we talk about the fundamental duties towards the nation, have been these fundamental duties have been in the conscience. It has been in the conscience of Indians since ancient times. Friends, here it is said the importance of the duties towards the nation has been an important work of Indians since ancient time. Since ancient time, these duties, these work have been an important part of each and every Indians. Fundamental duties if we talk about these fundamental duties were incorporated in our constitution. It was incorporated in the constitution, in our constitution by an amendment in the year 1976. It was when the changes were made in 1976, these fundamental duties were incorporated in our constitution. These fundamental duties became the part of our constitution. Then the principal duty of these principal duty of these fundamental duties is the main duty of this fundamental, or we can say the principal duty or the principal objective also we can say. Whatever words you want to use, you can use the word objective. The principal duty, the principal objective of these fundamental duties is to stimulate the feeling of patriotism. It increases the feeling of patriotism, means love for our country. Awareness towards, it also increases the awareness towards some noble ideas and values, some ideas and values, and make every citizen It makes every citizen responsible for the upliftment of the nation. Here it is said, the principal objective of this fundamental duty is to stimulate feeling of patriotism in the people. By following this duty, the feeling of patriotism is increased, love for the country is increased, awareness for the noble ideas for the country is increased in the people. Proper values and ideas are increased in each and every citizen with these duties. Even the citizens become responsible for the upliftment of the nation, for bringing the nation up, for increasing its importance. Here it is said, it is the duty, if we talk about this fundamental duty, it is the duty of every citizen to contribute. It is the duty of every citizen to contribute for defending national sovereignty, to defend national sovereignty and integrity, national sovereignty and integrity, and maintaining, and also maintaining unity and harmony of a nation. Friends, here it is said, it is the duty of every citizen to take care and to contribute. For what purpose they need to contribute? Each and every citizen need to contribute for defending national sovereignty. We need to take our country's sovereignty. We need to give preference to our national sovereignty and integrity. Our national sovereignty, our national values is always prior than any other thing. National sovereignty and integrity is very important, and we need to contribute. Each and every citizen need to contribute for maintaining unity and harmony in our country. It becomes our duty. If we talk about this fundamental duty, every year we celebrate. Every year we also celebrate this Fundamental Duties Day on 6th January. Every year we celebrate 6th January as Fundamental Duties Day. Every year we celebrate 6th January as Fundamental Duties Day in India. So friends, here, as you know, here certain duties are given to us, and that is why every year, to make people aware, 6th January is celebrated as Fundamental Duties Day in our country. Now let us understand about the importance of these fundamental duties. Let us understand the importance of fundamental duties. Let us understand the importance of these fundamental duties now. It is said that fundamental duties serves as a backbone. Fundamental duties serves as a backbone of various duties of a citizen. Fundamental duties is serving as a backbone for the various duties that is followed by the citizen. It is utmost important. It is utmost important that students in school and colleges, it is utmost important that the students in school and colleges be made aware about the importance. They should be made aware about the importance of these duties. The students of school and colleges should be made aware about the importance of these duties. Teachers should see that teachers also should see that the students understand. Teachers should also see that the students understand and follows these duties properly. Here it is said, friends, it is utmost important that students in schools and colleges should be made aware about these duties because they are the future of our country. And that is why the future of our country should be very much aware about the duties of them towards the nation so that they can maintain the unity and integrity of the nation. They can work for the sovereignty and integrity for our nation. And that is why, as these are the future of our country, it is a responsibility to make them aware about the duties. Teachers also should see that the students have properly understood about their duties. So here is again, as a duty, we can say that as a duty, the society as well as the part of fundamental duty as well also the part of this fundamental duty. It is the duty or it is considered as the fundamental duty that citizens should void and prohibit social evils. They should prohibit social evils like untouchability, forced labor, here we say social evils like untouchability, forced labor, child labor, also child labor, caste discrimination, dowry system, as well. Then female foeticide, rigid customs, blind faith, and superstitious. Superstitions. So friends, here it is said, it is the duty of the society as well as the part of fundamental duty that every citizen should avoid doing any kind of wrong things. That is, we should avoid and prohibit the social evils that is wrong for the society, like untouchability, then forced labor, child labor, caste discrimination, dowry system, that is Dahej Pratha we can say, dowry systems, female foeticides, the girl child are killed in the foetus of their mother, like female foeticides, rigid customs that are following in our country, traditions, blind faiths that are going on in our society, and the superstitious beliefs. Then we should work on these all things to make our society strong. Here it is said. Now, here it is said, it is important that the children and the youth, it is important that the children and the youth who will serve as the future of the nation, these children and youth are going to serve as the future of nation, properly propagate. They properly propagate the importance and utilization, as well as the utilization of fundamental duties, These will further help, these will surely further help formation of a country. This will help for a formation of such kind of country that has liberal mindset, and believes in world harmony, and that believes in world harmony and fairness, whatever is fair. Friends, so here it is said, it is very much important that the youth and the children of our country, who are going to be as the future of our country, should propagate the importance of this and properly utilize these fundamental duties, so that these will further help them to make a proper country that has very liberal mindset, that brings our country to a development stage, and also harmony and fairness is clearly seen in that particular nation. So friends, this was the understanding about fundamental duties and its importance. We learn about the fundamental duties in detail in our next lecture. Thank you.